Hey, my name's Karis and welcome to Unravel Pilates. Today I'm going to be taking you through a Pilates class using a very unusual piece of Pilates equipment, the tennis ball. We're going to be using this to find deeper connection through our inner thighs and therefore our powerhouse. But if you don't have a tennis ball, you can absolutely still do the class. As we're going through the class, I'll give you lots of different modifications and ways we can advance our practice. But please understand that this is your class and you absolutely don't have to take each option I give you. I'm going to start off with the tennis ball at the top of the mat, tucked under so it doesn't roll away. We're going to begin with our feet in parallel, hands wrapping around the rib cage, just closing down your eyes for a moment, taking a lovely deep breath in and breath out, letting it go. And just using this moment here to see if we can stand a little bit taller. Think about your feet sinking down into the floor, your body stretching up towards the ceiling, and notice is your head sitting in front of your shoulders or can you gently draw it back on top? Is your rib cage in the front or the back of the t-shirt? Can you gently draw it into the back of your top? Keeping the weight through the big toe, the little toe, the heels. And as you take one more deep breath in, see if you can find that extra bit of length again. And then just letting your arms bring it down alongside you. Nod your head to look at your toes and start to round through your spine. As you're rounding through your back, notice, does your bum try and sit back behind you? Imagine like you're against a wall and that your bum can't drift back. Can you make your head any heavier? And then as you start to roll back up, thinking really about your bum curling underneath you first. And as you're stacking back up, try not to let your bum sink back onto that imaginary wall. Bring your arms around in a big circle, stretching them up to the sky, nodding your head to look back down at your toes, and get this sense of your ribs stretching into the back of your top, and really like you're curling up and over a wall. As you hold yourself down at the bottom, head goes heavy, and then as you roll back up, thinking bum curls under you, stacking back up through your spine, circle the arms up towards the ceiling, bring them one on top of the other behind your head. Gently drawing your head back into your hands, can you take a big side bend up and over towards your right hand side? As you side bend over, really think about your ribs stretching into the left side of your top, and then bring yourself back up. As we take it over the other way, again, thinking about the ribs stretching into the right side of your t-shirt, try and gently draw your head back into your hands again. Bring yourself back up, taking one more side bend over each way. And then bring it up. See if you can make your side any longer as you side bend over. Now this time bring it back up through center, taking your side bend back over towards the right, holding it there, really feeling the elbows being pulled apart. Take a twist to look down towards your mat, bring yourself back, and then bring yourself back up, taking it over the other way. Side bending over, twisting to look down at the floor, bring it back up, and bring it back through center. One last time each direction. Side bend, and you'll notice, or I definitely notice, one side has a lot more side bend and rotation than the other. I find one side a lot harder or feels a lot stiffer. So as you do this, just find this as an observation, doesn't matter, but just see if you can feel any difference. Bring it back up. Now from here, I'm just going to turn sideways onto you. Imagine you've got a necklace on your chest. Keep your feet rooted into the floor. Think about pulling that necklace up towards the ceiling. Rather than trying to back bend, think about your chest being pulled up. And then bring it back through center, looking in front of you. Head lightly into your hands. Think chest draws up to the ceiling, make yourself taller, and then bring it back up. Give me one more like this, finding this little bit of extension. So it's like a baby swan. Chest pulls up to the ceiling, bring it back up, and then from here, reach your arms to the sky. I'm going to step towards the back of my mat. Nod your head to look down at your toes. Curl through the body, holding yourself down at the bottom. We're just getting started with a bit of mobility. Bring yourself down onto your hands and knees. As you're on your hands and knees, can you then press your shins down into the floor? Curl your bum underneath you, letting your head hang heavy. Feeling your bum curl right under you as your ribs stretch up. And then as you go the other way, imagine like there's a table below you and you're stretching along the table. Give me one more each direction, bum curls under. Think about that lowest part of the curl, that lowest part of the C curl. Head hangs heavy, looking through your legs. Can you scoop your bum under more? And then as you find that extension, think about the table, stretching your body along it, and like you're pulling your hands back towards you. Then bring yourself back through the center. Stretch your left leg out towards the side. Stretching your left arm up to the ceiling. And notice as your shoulders twisted to the right, can you bring them back over the top of your hands? Take that arm, thread it through the gap, getting as much twist as you can away from your leg. Stretching that arm back up to the ceiling. Try and keep yourself centered over that right side. Look towards that top hand, then threading it through. Bring it back through center. Bring that leg back in, switching sides. Taking that right leg out to the side, stretching your right arm up. Notice, do your hips try and sway to the side? Do your shoulders want to lean to the left? Stacking everything up, stretching that arm as high as you can, threading it through the gap. As you twist, think less on just how far you can take your ear down, more on can you turn your ribs anymore. And then reaching that arm back up to the ceiling, grow as out of that arm as you can, and then threading your arm through. Pressing down is that bottom shin. Bring yourself back through center, bring your knees into the middle. Bring yourself up, bring one hand on top of the other. Feel your stretching up into your hands, and notice as you stretch up, do your ribs try and press forwards? Can you keep your ribs connecting inside your top and the feeling of your bum being under you? Keep drawing up into those hands, keep pressing down into the shins, and taking a twist towards your left. As you twist, focus less on turning your head and more on turning your ribs. Bring it back through center, taking a twist the other way, and as you turn, really think about sending the left side of your ribs forwards and bring it back. Give me one more turn each direction, trying to keep feeling like you're growing up rather than forwards. And then bring it back through center. And then bring yourself back onto your hands and knees one final time. Head in line with your spine. So feel like your head is lifting up away from the mat and like you're slightly showing me your nose. From here, I'd like you to really tuck your toes under with your feet and knees together. And then get the sense of your arms staying quite straight and letting your shoulders pinch together, your chest drops to the floor. So protracting your shoulders. Keep showing me your nose and keep your body nice and long. Now sink down into your hands, feeling your chest pull away from the floor, the shoulders going around the ribs. Let your shoulder blades draw together, feeling your chest sink to the floor. Letting your shoulder blades draw apart, bring your chest away from the mat. Give me one more, feeling them draw together, so protracting our shoulders, retracting our shoulders, other way around, retracting the shoulders, and then drawing them apart, protracting the shoulders. Then keep that length through your spine. Keep showing me your nose. Keep sinking down into your hands. Sink down into your toes. Press down into them so much that you can float your knees off. Can you shift a little bit more weight back into your legs and make your body feel even taller? Lower the knees back down. Finding that little hover of the knees but staying tall through your body. Find that length you did a moment ago. Lower the knees back down. Try and think you're lifting out of those shoulders. You can feel they're going around your ribs and your chest is shining forwards a bit like you did in that baby swan. One last time, find that hover of the knees staying tall through the body and then lower the knees back down. Shift your left leg behind you. Keep that left leg straight and just rock your body weight forwards, rock your body weight back. Rock your body weight forwards, rock it back. So a little bit of a prep for our leg pull. One last time, shift that weight into the heel, hover that other knee up, and again, rock the weight forwards, rock the weight back. We're nearly off your hands. Rock it forwards, stay tall, keep showing me your nose. One last time, send the leg into the center, lower the knee down. Bring the knee back in, stretch your arms up to the ceiling, grow as tall as you can, circle them back around. Reach them up, circle them around. Give me one more, lift them up, circle around, and then bring your hands back down. Let's go on the other side, so stretching the other leg away. Both sets of toes tuck under, feeling your chest drawing away from the floor, your hands sinking down. Showing me your necklace, showing me your nose. Can you then rock the weight into the heel, rock the weight forwards. As you do this, think about how your body's staying in one long line rather than your hips going up and down as you rock forwards. Can you try and keep them as level as you can? On this last one, when you rock back into your heel, you're going to pause, hover the left knee up, rock forwards, rock back. I try and imagine like the creases of my elbows want to look at each other. Last one. And then bring yourself to center, lower the knee down, bring the knees into the middle, and shift your legs forwards. Okay, from here we're going to take our tennis ball. You're going to place it just between the toes, but you're going to go below the joint of your big toe. So my ball is below the joint of my big toe. I imagine kind of where a bunion would sit, and it's below that. So can you squeeze your heels together and think of pointing your feet? Squeeze those heels like your life depends on it, and think about your big toe pressing down to the floor. Like you're trying to turn out your outer thighs and stretch your arms forwards. Laying all the way down onto your mat, reaching your arms to the ceiling. Looking slightly behind you. Now, can you really squeeze those heels, really squeeze the tennis ball? And my inner thighs already feel on fire. Then from here, I'm going to stretch my arms behind me and then gently take them apart and circle them back up to the ceiling. As I do this, all I want to think about is, can I squeeze that tennis ball anymore? And can I turn out my upper thigh? Can I make my ribs any heavier into the floor? Like the bottom of my ribs want to sink down slightly. Keep squeezing that tennis ball, keep wrapping your heels. As soon as you wrap your heels, you'll feel your bum cheeks activate as well. Now on this next one, hold those arms stretching forwards. Can you curl through your upper body, feeling your ribs sink down into the mat, feeling your legs try and suck in towards you, lower back draws down into the floor. Start to pump the arms in the hundreds, stretching your arms forwards. Now as I do this, if you're someone who's like, what do you mean by sucking your legs into you, Karis? Can you think bum curls up to the ceiling, trying to draw your weight down into your waist at the same time. And every time you exhale, I want you to squeeze the tennis ball more and see if you can get any higher with your chest. If you really feel your neck joining in, you can absolutely do this with your head down. You can bring one hand to support you, or see if you can get a little bit more lift, tilting your lower back into the floor, squeezing those legs, activating through those inner thighs. Keep curling. Keep breathing here as you breathe in for 5. Breathe out for 5. And as I'm stretching my arms forwards, I'm thinking of this power coming from under my armpits. Can you give me any more inner thigh action? Stretching those toes. My toes are cheating a little bit. Give me one last set here. And hold and relax down. Now separate the heels, flex your feet. Lift those arms to the sky, nod your head to look at your toes and try and squeeze that tennis ball even still, even though your feet are apart. Can you then let your lower back sink down? See if you can stretch your ribs behind you a little bit more. Can you try and see if you can get up a little inch higher and then curling up and over the top? If you can, use those hands if you need. Spine stretch over your legs. Now as you're stretching forwards, get this feeling of holding that tennis ball still. Your ribs drawing into the back of your top, creating your shoulders, having a bit of space like they're melting off the ribs. Then can you start to curl your bum underneath you? As we curl under, I want to think my heels are stretching forwards. It's like someone's pulling my mat out from under me. As I get to about halfway, my eyes are still being carried by my spine. I'm going to pause. I'm going to see if I can curl my bum under anymore, my ribs stretching back. Then I'm going to keep feeling like someone's pulling me backwards as I curl up and over my legs. Again, pull the body off the thighs. Curl your bum under. Get this sense of your bum wanting to be pulled up to the ceiling and your weight trying to drop into the back of your waist. See if you can go an inch lower than you did previously. Keep your chin off your chest if you can. Then I'm stretching your ribs back as you curl up and over your legs. Shoulders melt off the ribs. And then again, let's see if we can get a couple more here. Every time we go down, we want to see if we can go a little bit further. So I'm doing this because that's where I want your bum to go, feeling like it's being pulled under you. See if you can get your lower back towards the mat. Then curl up and over. And I'm not really interested whether you can go all the way down or not. Obviously, fantastic for you. But it's more about, can you actually get your spine to move rather than just cheat and hinge? Can you really see if you can get any more curl? Every time I'm going down, I feel like I'm getting a little bit more movement, but she's lost the tennis ball. And I'm going to see if I can take it all the way down this time, squeezing through those legs, curling up and over, and rolling over the top. So that just told me that I lost that connection through my inner thighs. Give me one more. Bum scoops under, rolling all the way down to the mat. Squeeze that tennis ball between the legs. And then find that curl through your chest. Find that scoop, curling up and over the top, and then reaching towards your toes. Grab the tennis ball out, reach your right arm behind you. With your right arm reaching behind, can you get your palm to face up and your shoulder to relax forwards? Can you then think your mat is hot? You want to lift up a bit higher. Your back hand, how high can you lift it? Can you lower it back down? Let's relax this front arm for a minute. Lift and lower the back arm. Now, every time I lift my back arm, I can notice that my arm's going wider and wider to help me cheat, basically. So I want to see if I can try and get almost the feeling of my arm trying to stretch behind me. And it's like I'm trying to keep the palm up, the shoulder slightly rounded, and then lower it back down. Now, although I'm saying shoulder slightly rounded, it's more a sense that your shoulder blades are being pulled apart, and we've got that space again through them, rather than collapsing it forwards. So even taller, lift that back arm up, hold it. Straighten that back elbow. Left arm reaches forwards again, spine stretch over the top of your legs, and reach that tennis ball higher. Then press the tennis ball up, send your nose to your knee, and bring yourself up an inch. Take the tennis ball up, send your nose to your knee. Bring it back up, straighten that back elbow. Last one, it's like a little saw prep. Bring it up, and then switch. Right arm stretches forwards, left arm stretches back. Lower, and lift that back arm. Let's relax that right arm for a moment. As that back arm lifts, I want to think like someone's making my shoulders be pulled apart from one another rather than rolling the shoulder back and down. So I want to get this extension through the back of my shoulder that I'm going to need for my rollover. Now, as we're here, your hips and thighs will probably feel shocking by now. You will probably want to sit on a block or bend your knee. I'm going to gently encourage you that to build strength here, you might need to take a rest, that's fine, but see if you can sit right over those hips. I had started to slouch as well. Think I'm poking the bottom of your spine and I'm making you sit tall right from that spot. And it feels horrific. But just think, when you do ab work, you don't think of it any differently. You're expecting it's not going to be uncomfortable. Give me 2. Last one, hold that back arm up. Stretch that right arm forwards. Dive over the top of your legs, nose to your knee, hold. Can you then keep those shoulders looking towards your thighs? Try not to twist. Back arm lifts, sends you forwards and up. Oh, my legs are shaking. Back arm lifts, send you forwards. Last one, lift and bring it up. Put the tennis ball under the edge of your mat for a moment. Bring yourself forwards towards your bum. Bring your hands towards your shins. Can you curl your bum under like you did in that roll up? Scooping your bum underneath you, look into your belly button, hold this shape. See if you can just pull your legs into you without falling off balance. Can you then tap those toes down? Pull the legs in towards you, keep the curl through your spine, tap the toes down. Think about drawing your head lightly back like you did when your hands were behind you. And then tap those toes down. See if you can find any more scoop, like your ribs want to pull away from your thighs. Hold it there. Can you make yourself any taller whilst keeping those ribs drawing back? Now I can feel my abdominals working so much more. Now send us back into rolling like a ball. Bum goes up and rock up. Doesn't matter whether you can find a balance at the top for the moment. So pull the legs in, rock yourself up. See if you can get that sense of height, ribs drawing back, bum up as you go back. 2 more. Squeeze those heels together if you can. 1 last time. Bum up, rocking up, hold. Put your hands beside you if you can. Now, option to keep going as you were, or roll over. So you rock back, hold, stretch the legs behind, look at the toes. Stand into your shoulders. Feel I'm pulling your toes away from you as you start to roll down through your spine. The back of your arms should feel horrific. Hold it at the bottom. Bend your knees, rock yourself up to sitting. You don't have to do this one. Hands beside you. This is a prep for rollover. Pull those legs in. Now rock back, feel your bum lift. Stretch those legs away. Stand into the arms, stretch through the legs. Now as you roll down, keep that feeling of your eyes looking slightly behind you. Keep the weight down in the back of your arms and the back of your head. So you're not relying on your flexibility, but it's your strength. Bend the knees, rocking back up. Give me one more. Pull those legs into you. Rocking back, stretch the legs away. Feeling your arms press into the floor, feeling your bum lift a bit higher. Now as you roll back down, keep standing into the back of your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders. At the bottom this time, you're going to meet me laying on your back, bending your knees. Can you then let your legs stay in that sort of tabletop position or that bent position, squeezing your legs together? Can you then stretch your arms up to the ceiling? Take a breath in again. Exhale as you curl up through your chest, bring your knees in tighter and see if you can get as much curl of your chest as possible. Get that feeling of your bum stretching up to your heels, chest curling back behind you. Keep looking through your legs. Now from here, can we keep those arms stretching forwards? And then can we send one leg long? As you send your leg long, can you really get that sense of your bum pulling up still, your weight pulling into your waistband? Send that leg further away. Pull this leg closer in. Now switch. And switch. So as you do this version of one leg stretch without the arms, it's really going to be about this opposition. Your knee pulling towards your kind of eye or ear as the other leg stretches away from you. Seeing if you can curl without hanging off your leg. And how deep can you bring this knee that comes to you? Forget the one that goes away. Think of this one that's coming in. Give me one last one each way. Hold, bring the knees in, stretch your right leg up to the ceiling, send that left leg long. Elbows go wide, and we're going to go into our straight leg stretch. So we switch. Pull the leg in and switch. That leg that comes to you, bring it to you rather than the other way around. Can the elbows go wider and switch? Keep looking towards your pubic bone or towards your belly button. And I do not mind where on your leg you're able to hold. Give me one last one. Your neck might start to feel a bit uncomfortable. See if you can curl up a little bit more so it's more into your abs. Bring your knees in and relax. Bring your feet down to the floor. Okay, from here, let your weight go into your waist. Feel your bum curling to the ceiling again. Bring your hands to support your head. Think about your head being heavy into your hands. Make your neck relax. Make your chin nod in slightly so you're looking above your knees. Keep your head into your hands and think about your ribs sinking down first, and that is what's going to draw your chest up. As you're curling your chest up, can you really get this feeling of your ribs stretching back behind you and looking in towards your belly button? Can you curl up a little bit deeper, then lower back down? So, nod your chin in first, look towards your knees. As you curl up, feel your ribs are the part that sinks down to curl you up, rather than it being your head curling you. And then lower back down. Give me one more. Stretching the chin towards the knees, curling the ribs up. As the ribs curl, find a deeper curl if you can. Keep that feeling of your bum curling up to the sky. Now stretch your left knee in towards you. Wiggle that right knee a bit into center. Can you curl up any deeper? Take a twist to that left-hand side. Now from here, I'm going to hold onto the back of my leg with my right hand, and I'm going to use this to pull my body up closer to my leg. I had so much more curl in me than I thought I had. Can I curl up any deeper and hold that? Now without letting the upper body fall, can I bring my hand back behind my head? And I'm going to stretch my leg long. As the knee comes in, can I curl up any deeper? Stretch the leg long. Curl up any deeper. 3, 2, my legs are almost grazing each other. Last one, bring myself back in, lower that foot, relax. I feel absolutely horrific. Okay, so Nod the chin to look towards the knees. Ribs lead the movement, curl up through your chest. As you curl up, we've got a full-on shake. Weight comes into the waistband. We're not going to stay neutral. We're going to go into that deep imprint. You're going to bring that left leg in, hold onto the back of it with the opposite hand. Can you use that to help you curl across and twist up deeper? Can you see if you can get any more lift? You're looking sort of towards the outside of your mat. Bring your other hand behind you. Send the leg long. You're brushing your inner thighs. And again, reach and bring it in. Keep that feeling of your ribs wanting to stretch behind, your bum wanting to curl up. 3, 2, find any more lift. Last 1. Bring your foot back down. Relax. And roll towards your side. Now from here, we're going to lay on our side and we're going to bring our bum to the very back of our mat. We're going to bring our arm to the very back as well and feet. Now flex both feet. Top hand's going to rest sort of in line with your chest. And then from here, take your feet to the very front, sort of where your tennis ball is sitting. Now think of your bum slightly sticking back behind you. Can you then stretch this top hip away like your hip is wanting to pull away from your rib? Literally put your hand on your hip for a moment and feel yourself push your hip away from you. Keep that there and then just glide your hand across the front of your ribs. Are your ribs pushing into the front of your top? Can you soften them back inside your t-shirt? You're not forcing them, just feeling them drawing into the back of the top. Then from here, keeping that top hand resting on the floor. Lift your top leg up. My bottom foot's going to stay flexed, my top foot's going to point, and I'm going to sweep my leg behind me. Now, get that sense again. Ribs draw into the back of the t-shirt, hip stretches away, and then sweep that leg forwards, sweep that leg back. As that leg sweeps forwards and backwards, you're really trying to keep your eye line forwards and that sense of length through your torso. And how far back and forwards can you send that leg? So really use this bottom leg as much of an anchor as you can. Push into it as that bottom leg goes behind you. I'm thinking as my top leg goes back, my bottom leg is pushing down. Good. 2, stretching your body taller. 1 last time, eyes forwards, kick that leg behind, stretch that leg out of your hip. Now we're going to go, take it forwards, up and around. So we're getting a bit of a one-leg circle here, but really trying to get that feeling of your ribs not dropping up and down into the mat, but that sense of that hip stretching away the whole time. 1 last time, reverse, take it forwards, round and behind. And as we do this, we're getting this idea of our chest being open. I don't personally love my hand being on my hip because otherwise I tend to hike my shoulder up. Last one, stretch that leg behind you, make that leg even taller, and then lift and lower. Lift and lower. And we're keeping a parallel leg today. Going for 3, 2, 1, and relax. Bend the knees in, mermaid stretch up and over. Bring yourself up, take the legs the other way. Okay, bottom arm reaches. Bum towards the back of your mat. Now feet towards the very front. Get that feeling of your bum again, sticking back behind you slightly. Ribs inside your t-shirt. And then that top leg hitching away from you. Reach it away. Lift your top leg, point your foot and send it behind. Bottom leg anchors into the mat. Keep your eye line forwards. As that leg sweeps, we really want to get this sense of how much can you move. I think quite often we end up limiting ourselves to a really small range because we're worried about our body joining in. If it joins in, it's fine. We'll just work it out as we're going. So really get this sense of how far forwards can you kick right now without too much of your rib cage staying too unbalanced. Don't worry about a little bit of movement, but see how much you can get that hip to move. As that leg goes behind you, can you keep stretching it away? And if you think about those ribs, you'll find that you get this really nice opening in your hip. And remember, as we practice Pilates, we're not looking for it to be perfect the first couple of times you do a move. Even the first 50 times you do a move, it just gets a little bit better every time. So every time you do this, think, can you stretch longer? Can your eyes look forwards? Give me 2. Bottom leg is your anchor. Last one. Now let's circle it up and around. And again, the whole time we want to think, can your chest be open? Is your bottom leg pushing into the floor? Can you grow an extra inch? Give me 1 more. This feels so much harder on this side. Reverse. Make it big. You can tell I'm finding it harder because my voice starts to go higher and I start talking faster. Give me 1 last one. Send that leg back and lift and lower. See if you can keep that knee looking forwards for 4, 3, and after that last one, let your leg relax. Oh, and bend your knees. Mermaid stretch over. Now let's bring ourselves back up. Ignore the tennis ball for a moment longer. We're just going to go into a little bit of extension and then we will add the tennis ball back in. So from here, I'm going to bring my hands one on top of the other. Forehead is going to rest on the back of my hands. Now, if you feel like your shoulders are a lot higher than your head right now, you might want to roll up the top of your mat or put a towel underneath your hands to rest on. So if you feel like you're like this, you might want to put your hands on top of something. So upper body as relaxed as you can, legs nice and long. Can you get this feeling of your legs stretching away from you? Push the front of your socks down, feel the front of your knees pull up. So front of your feet push down, front of your knees draw up. Can you keep this position so your legs feel straight and squeeze the inside of your legs together, like you're still holding that tennis ball? Then from here, can you float your upper body away from the floor with your arms? Get that feeling of stretching your body towards the top of your mat. Keep that and then lower the body back down. Can you see how this is the same move we did in standing at the beginning? So as your legs reach away from you, feel rather than you're trying to back bend, like you're trying to grow longer, like I'm pulling you away and then melting it back down. Give me 2. And on this last one, can you hold that hover and stay there? Now keep feeling I'm pulling the crown of your head away from you, making your neck feel longer. Your legs are stretching away from you. I can feel the front of my thighs working. Can you float your left leg, just lifting your toe off the floor, not trying to lift your thigh up any higher? Can you make the top of your thigh, sort of where my shorts are sitting, any heavier rather than your waist sinking down? Can you really reach that leg? I can feel the back of my leg kicking in now. Lower that leg. Lift the other leg. Stretching that leg away, thinking the toe lifts up and then lowering it back down. If you try and go for a high leg, you will feel your lower back probably joining in. So as you lift, think you're being pulled away from your center. Squeeze those legs towards one another. Give me 1 last one on each side. Making the top of your thigh heavier, stretching your nose forwards, and relax. Can you sit back into a little rest position? Stretching your arms forwards, and then bring yourself back up. Okay, once we're here, we're going to bring those hands back on top of one another again, and we're going to go into our 1 leg kick. This one took me ages to kind of figure out myself, so if you don't quite get it today, it's fine. Get those legs feeling long, shoulders melting. Press the front of your socks down, feel the back of your knees pulling up. Make it feel so your thighs are switched on. Now, can you float your right toes off the mat, not aiming to lift your thigh up any higher, just aiming to make your leg feel longer. Now you can feel the weight is on the top of your thigh. Try not to let your waistband sink down anymore. Can you then bend that knee without dropping your knee to the floor? Then to straighten that leg, think that you're pulling your knee up your thigh towards the front of your hip. Then lower that leg down. Stretch the other leg long, float the toe off the floor. Bend the knee, thinking keep the knee the same height off the ground, bringing the heel right towards you, don't let the knee sink down. As you stretch it away, think knee pulls up your thigh towards your hip to straighten the leg, and lower it back down. And again, stretch, Bend, you can see my hamstrings probably shaking now, and reach the leg away, lower. Keep going. So this one, I always used to just feel nothing in the back of my leg, and I'd feel my lower back joining in. I then sort of realised it's way more about the sort of stretch of the kneecap away from you and where the weight is on your thigh rather than how high your leg can go. So as you move, really try and practice your knee staying the same height as you bend it. And then as you straighten it, that you're actually trying to use your quad, the front of your thigh, rather than just locking it back out, dropping it down. Give me one last single leg kick. Reach the legs long. Bring your hands by your armpits, elbows by your waist. Make your elbows feel heavier. Float your chest away from the floor. Sink your hands into the mat. Try stretching your chin towards me. Elbows reach towards the floor. Make your hands feel any heavier. The back of my arms are really switched on. Melt the upper body back down. And then again, your elbows sink down. Your chest draws away, finding that little extension of your chest. It's no different to what we were doing a second ago. We've now just got our head going higher. And then melt it back down. On this next one, don't rely on your flexibility, think of your strength. If you want to find more extension, think hands sink into the floor, elbows heavy. Draw yourself up the wall in front of you. Keep those arms wrapping in. And then growing taller to go back down. Give me one last one. Hands sink down. I get so much tricep cramp in this. Legs nice and long. Try not to let them drift apart. Stretching up the wall. Feeling your arms press into the mat. Growing tall to go back down. And then sit back. I used to actually really enjoy that one. I now find it actually probably the worst move. Okay. Bring yourself back up. Take your tennis ball. And we're going to twist down onto our bum. Pop the tennis ball between your knees. Lay down on your back with your feet about the same distance as that tennis ball. Can you then have your arms down alongside you? And with your arms, press down into the back of your shoulders, the back of your elbows, just like you did for our rollovers earlier. Tilt your weight into your waist and think bum curls up. Stand into the back of your arms, press into your feet. Think of your heels wanting to pull to you. Can you then keep that curl of your pelvis and lift your hips, thinking of your knees stretching forwards, your heels pulling towards you, eyes looking slightly behind. Squeeze the knees. As you melt back down, think ribs come down first, stretching through your spine to bring yourself back down. So as you go back up, find that curl through the pelvis, stand into your feet, and as you go up, feel your knees stretching forward, squeezing that tennis ball, lifting up. Can you find that deeper curl through the pelvis? Press into the arms, think baby swan, show me your first couple of ribs like you're showing your necklace behind you. Then melt the ribs, curl back down through your body. And I want you to really get this feeling of standing into your feet to bring you up. So curling the pelvis under you, press into the feet, pull your feet towards you, stand straight up, keeping that little bit of curl through the body, squeezing your tennis ball, trying to show your necklace behind you. Push into your arms, stay there. Keep squeezing that ball. Then can you keep standing into the arms? I can feel my upper back doing a little bit of work. It's not in my lower back. My hamstrings and inner thighs feel truly horrific, and we're just going to hold. We're then going to see if we can keep that tennis ball, keep our body as centered as we can, stretch our right leg forwards, bring it back down. And I might need to move that tennis ball a little bit lower. Can you then squeeze that tennis ball, send the other leg long, bring it back down. I don't care how far the leg lifts, but just focus on lifting one foot off the floor rather than straightening the leg, and bring it back down. Now, can you feel how I completely lost my position then when I tried to lift my foot? Can you try and stand any taller into your feet? One last one. Oh, that was a better one, Karis. Push into the arms, push into the foot, stretch the leg, bring it back down. Everything is shaking. Melt back down through your spine and bring your knees in. Oh, who knew a tennis ball can be so horrific? Okay, rock yourself up. Send that tennis ball back between the toes. Think so below the bunion. Okay, really very YouTubey here. So send the legs long, squeeze that tennis ball, wrap your heels together, find any more connection of your legs if possible. Arms stretch forwards. Now you've got the option here. We're going to roll down to the mat and you've got the option to do your 100 again. Or we're going to do one set of 100 and see if we can lift into a teaser. I don't know how this is going to go for me either. So take a breath in. As you curl through your chest, think bum curls up, weight pulls into the waist, legs float up if you can. If your back stays in an arch, you really need to get that feeling of everything pulling into you. Can you curl under more, okay? So take a breath in. Exhale, pull your weight into your center, float those legs, wrap your heels, wrap your inner thighs, think bum up. You're gonna do one set of pumps of your arms and hold. See if you can curl your waist and lift your body up into a teaser looking at your tennis ball. Wrap your heels. Can you curl your body back down? Take it long and low. Look towards your tennis ball. One set of pumps through your arms. Curl your bum under. As we pump the arms, you're going to hold. Use your exhale. See if you can curl your waist back, your ribs stretching behind you. Lift up into that teaser. Can you control taking it back down? One last set, or you're still just pumping your arms, up to you. And hold, wrap your legs anymore. Can you lift up into that teaser? Keep that feeling of your ribs scooping back. Woo, nearly lost it. Hold that teaser shape and bring yourself up. Oh, take your tennis ball out. Soles of the feet come together. Let your body stretch forwards. Hold it there. Okay, let's do something nice now. Sitting cross-legged. Bring your right hand down alongside you, stretching up and over the top. Put that bottom hand, slide it away, then elbow sinks down and really feel your ribs pulling into the stretchy side of your t-shirt. Really pushing away from your bottom hand. Bring yourself up, take it over the other way. Stretching up and over, reaching through that top arm. Bring yourself back up. Now from here, if you can, stack your arms. We're going to bring ourselves up into standing. Otherwise, get there however you like. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. Nod your head to look down at your toes and curl through your body. As you hold it at the bottom, head hangs heavy, and see if you can sink a little bit further than you could at the beginning. Can you bring your bum right over your feet? And as you roll back up, really think, pull your bum under you, roll yourself back up, stretching your arms to the ceiling. Take a nice deep breath in, look up, breath out, circle the arms around, and you're done. Well done. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed the class, I'd love if you could leave a comment, like the video, and connect with me on Instagram.